Good morning, fellow gardeners. Well, we're here in the strawberry house this morning. I want to show you a little bit. Now, this is off season. I know this is on up into July. We picked strawberries from Christmas on into, May or June. And this is our strawberries we're growing in these here little food boxes that folds down, but we just put soil in them. They got good aeration around the sides. And this is what your strawberries are going to look like in the summertime. They're going to have some dead leaves dying off of them and new ones putting on in the center. If you'll keep them watered, they'll go ahead and hang on until this winter, and then they'll start again making your berries, whether it's in the winter or in the next spring. And the varieties that you buy determines when they make fruit. So we're going to talk about, there is June bearings, there is everbearings, and there's day neutral, they call them. Okay? Now, let's go back. June bearing does just what it says it will. In around June, you'll have your berries. They may start in May, it's according to the temperature. Anymore our weather's messed up, you may start picking them in May. You might even get them in April, May and June, and they'll quit when it gets hot. Maybe if you're in a cool spell, you'll get them longer, a school part of the states, I'm saying, then it would be a little later in the season you might even get some. And then your everbearing, that's exactly what it is. They bear a little bit all season when they get started in the spring, and they'll bear right on through the summer, just a little bit along. Now look here. Here's some that come off of everbearing right here. They're making just a little bit of berries. They're not very big, but they're good little eating berries. It's just that you just get a few of them at a time. Okay? Now then, the June bearing is more popular than anything. Until recently now, we've got the berries that are called day neutral. What that means is, when you plant these strawberries out, whenever you plant them out, in about 60 to 65 days later, you will start picking berries. So the good fun thing of that is, you can buy these day neutrals, put them out in October, and in a high tunnel, and you can pick strawberries for Christmas. That's fun to have fresh strawberries growing at Christmas. But they like the cool weather. You don't have to keep them up there at no 75 to 80 degrees. Let them stay down there in the 40s, go down close to, 36 or 38 at night time. And if it gets up in the 50s or 60s in the daytime, that's fine. But it's fun to grow strawberries in the wintertime in your little high tunnel, in containers of any kind. They could be a round container, square container, a 5-gallon bucket. You can take a 5-gallon bucket, put 4 of these strawberry plants in that bucket, and they will grow you a good amount of berries in that bucket. Now, these plants will usually put on about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds per plant. Now, I'm sure there is some of the commercial growers that's getting up above 2 pounds per plant, and a lot of these people that don't fertilize and just let them be on their own, they're only going to get 1/2 pound or 3/4 pound per plant. But anyway, as long as you maintain this water on these berries through the summer, they will sit here until it cools off this fall. Now you can see we got a few little blooms coming on. That's what they're going to look like, But you don't really grow them in the hot summertime. This is really made for a cooler weather, what strawberries are grown for. And of course, up in the north, in the Pennsylvania and up through there, they can grow them a lot easier than we can down in this hot weather. But we can do all right with them here. And then they'll make suckers off the side of them. This plant will run out here like this right here and make you another little plant right there, and it'll make roots, and then you can plant that. You can bake it off like that, plant that in a little pot or something, and it will grow and make you another plant. I'm just looking for another more uniform sucker, but I don't see one right now. We've kind of hit them all for all of them. Yeah, here's one. Hang on just a minute. Excuse me for walking in front of the camera. See here? Jack, can you pull this up that far away? Here's a sucker right here off of this plant. You got it? Okay. See, here's a little plant right here, and here's a little plant right here. Now that thing will go on out there and make another one even further. You can see the little roots already forming right there on that. I don't know where you can zoom in close enough or not to get, but you can see those roots starting on that thing right there. And all you got to do is take it and just pinch that off and plant it in a pot, and it's gone. It'll make you another plant. Here, going up there, it's going to make another sucker out there. But you can, this is the way you take these plants and multiply them. See, here's one right here back here, the same way. Just take it off like this. Take this stem off, plant it in your little pot or in another bucket or whatever, and you're gone again. The secret you don't want to do, don't bury this center node. You've got to leave that little center node right in the center there where it can still go. If you cover it up, then it'll 9 times out of 10, it'll kill that plant if you cover that little center node up. You don't want to bury it too deep. You want it to be up the top of the ground. But anyway, fresh strawberries are fun to have around and fun to eat. And the kiddos, this is one of the main plants you can have on your place to get those young kids interested in gardening, is have strawberries that they can pick and they can eat right off the vine. They'll never forget it as long as they live. You know, let's remember, you know, the good Lord said, train up a child when they're young, and when they're old, they'll not depart from it. So let's train these children how to grow their food. When they get older, they'll remember it. They'll grow some food. They'll enjoy it, even on into the older years. There's nothing you can do better for a senior citizen than to fix them something that they can garden in and let them get their hands in that soil, take care of those plants and water it and feed it and see the produce come on there, and they'll enjoy it just like a child. Remember, the Bible also says, once the man, but twice the child. So we start off as a child, then we're a man, and as we get older, we become as little children again, willing to submit. Thank you. Punch that button, ring that bell, and subscribe, and we'll make you another video if you like it. Good morning, fellow videoer. Good morning, fellow videoers. Good morning, fellow gardeners.